woman, okay, that they would be in prison and they would have us all on Fox News. Come on, man. We as you say, we're the worst Israelite group, right? We're the most hated out of all the Israelite groups. So don't you think if any of us actually did that shit, that we wouldn't be in prison, and Esau would have had us up on the news and had our pictures and our slave name and all that? They'd have slim, man. They would have had a gigantic smear campaign, right? That's for the ones of you that still have a brain, right? So y'all really believe that the shit these niggas say? We rape 8-year-old girls and we teach that it's okay to rape like that fucking polite, right? But for the ones of you stupid zombies that follow that asshole polite and Sarnetta, right? You niggas in the black conscious community, the ones of y'all that really believe that, then y'all more retarded than I thought you were. You know what I mean? Because common sense would say, like if I was some dude following them dumb niggas, I'd be like, well, wait a minute, man, hold on. Polite said, or Nate said, GMS and Tahar and them said that you could rape little girls. The white man they would arrest us for that. We would get arrested just for saying that. Okay? If we actually taught that, we would get arrested. They would grab our asses up just for saying something like that. Because they would say, well, look, these guys, we suspected these guys. Hey, they went after Eman Issa, and he was really red. Your teacher, polite, your master teacher, he's in prison for popping little kids, man. Okay? So if we was doing that, we'd be right in prison along with them, because we ain't doing that, and we don't teach that. We just brought out what the scriptures say, man. That's it. We just brought out in the scriptures that day when we was talking to your dumbass, when we saw you, Apostle Tahar, and the rest of us was bringing out to you, look, it's in the scriptures. We're not saying, and we actually, we said that to him. No, I'm talking about right then and there when we was dealing with y'all. We said, look, brother, we don't rape no woman. We ain't raping no women, and when we teach brothers, anybody, if anybody in GMS do something like that, and we find out about it, man, you gonna be out of there, man. Okay.
Yeah, well, the bottom line is the root word.
Gun.
See, when we go into the root words, which is the Hebrew, which all you guys, the different camps out there, you all came from One West, and we all was taught the Hebrew, because all you guys got Hebrew, ancient Lashawan Kodash Hebrew names. But then when it comes to the definition, we go to the definition and we say this is what the word means. Nah, that don't mean that. Why? Because you're emotional, man. You're like the apostle said, you're bitch made, man. Yeah. That's what a bitch, that's what a bitch does, And like you got certain women, right? I know this one woman, her mother died 10 years ago. She's still fucked up over that shit, man. People die, man. Yeah. Even this guy Tai Lopez, which I listen to this guy a lot. I've been listening to this guy a lot. And you guys should listen to this guy, man. Tai Lopez, T-A-I Lopez. He thinks he's an Edomite, but he's one of them Latin tribes. But he goes into positive thinking and how to become a millionaire and a billionaire and all that. Even he sees certain things that you guys don't see, man. How to become men. How to a lot of you guys are Israelites on the weekend. You get your garment with the fringes on, you go out there and you do the Hebrew Israelite thing, and the rest of the week you're a nigga. In other words, you might be living with your baby's mama, living off of her food stamps and living in her fucking apartment, which she gets, Section 8 and all that, And well, the scriptures say this. Hey, if you can play that system, go ahead and play it, man. Because a lot of niggas, niggas come up, look, we need money for a lawyer. I said, look, get you a legal aid lawyer, man. The shit's free. Yeah. Because see how Tahar is. Look, man, we've been in the fucking system, and guess what? We dealt with legal aid, public defenders. All we represented ourselves. Right. Okay? And when we came up to the judge the last big time, we said, look, we representing ourselves. And they were like, they had a campaign on saying, no, you got to have your lawyer. But you know what they wound up doing? Getting us a good lawyer. Yeah, that's right. When you raise hell and say, I'm going to represent myself, they're going to get you a good lawyer, man. Yeah, And when we was in the system with that lawsuit, man, they got us, I believe it's 18B lawyers. Those are all, when you get hit with a felony, you get them good lawyers, man. And we got motherfucking lawyers It was 8 of us, and it was 8 lawyers, and them, all of them were like Johnny Cochran's, man. And they were mostly so-called Jews. There was one Jake in there, and one Italian guy, and the rest were so-called Jews. And they were all top-rate lawyers, man. They had the damn judge put his head down, man. You know? So the scriptures say use the system, man. Use that system and learn things, man. You know, listen, watch CNBC and Bloomberg. I watch that all the time, man. Them financial channels, and then you get an idea of what they're talking about. I listen to guys like, hey, because you're going to get this truth from Esau. See, Esau got the truth, man. See these Hamitic guys? You got Shaka Amos. He got another video, smearing his lips down with chapstick and shit, Hey, he talking shit. But anyway, he talks about this Egypt, the Egyptian Kemetic shit. Where did he get that from? He might say, well, I got it from Dr. Ben. Well, where did Dr. Ben get it from? He got it from the white man. All your top so-called black scholars or white scholars, they got that from universities here in the States or in Europe. You didn't go to fucking Africa and get that information, man. Because them Africans are trying to swap flies off their fucking ass, man. The fuck they going to study from a book and do some archaeological dig when they got flies flying, they trying to get to their next meal. The hell the fuck you talking about, man? So you had to get it from the white man. This truth that we got it from the so-called white man, so-called Jew. Because when it was taken away from us in slavery, when the white man took this knowledge from us, he kept it for himself, man. Why you think you had a thing called during Alexander, not Alexander's period? It was during the time of Ptolemy the First, Soter, and his son, Ptolemy the Second, which they set up this library called this library in Alexandria, Egypt, and you had all the top scholars go to that library. Who set that up? The so-called white man. Because when they took you down, they took all your information and they put it in a book form, and they had certain guys take in their language and write it in the language of the Greeks. Because all these so-called Egyptian scholars, these cracker Edomite Egyptian scholars during the time of the 17 and 1800s, these guys was able to break down that the glyphs and so forth by way of one main thing that they used was the Rosetta Stone, because the Rosetta Stone had the hieroglyphs, Demontic, I think you pronounce it Demontic, and the Greek language. So if you knew the Greek language, you had these Greeks during the time of Alexander and his 4 generals. They took them different dark nations and said, look, give me your information, your culture, your understanding, and write it in the Greek form so we can understand it. It's called interpretation, man. That's why the King James Bible, but prior to the King James Bible, you had the, what was his name, King Henry VIII. He had his own English Bible. They don't tell you about that. Then there was another guy that had an English Bible. But the one most people go by is the King James Bible. Because you had to take the Hebrew, the Syriac, the Aramaic, or Syriac,